Good afternoon, our value clients. We are welcome to another series of our weekly stock recommendation in conjunction with the launching of our lead dollar fund. In the previous recommendation or the episode of our weekly recommendation, we did talk about our lead dollar fund that is coming on board, and we also said it that the launching date is 4th of September 2023. So the dollar fund has been launched fully today by the Lead Asset Management Limited, which is the fund manager of this fund, and the fund is going to run for just 3 weeks and then 4 days. It's opening today, 4th September, and the offer is also going to close on 29th of September. So it's just 3 weeks and 4 days. So we are encouraging all our value clients to participate in this dollar fund. We are just raising $1 million fund, and we're encouraging you to be one of the people that will benefit from this fund, because it's like it's a good investment. When we actually this dollar fund, we actually decided to raise this dollar fund because we actually wanted good teams to also go into the various portfolio of our value clients. We have so many products that we are marketing. We have so many products that we are encouraging our customers to benefit from. Not only the equity, not only the lead balance fund and the lead fixed income fund and other instruments, but we are also encouraging people who cannot actually invest in the euro bonds in terms of the quantum of capital that is required for you to be able to participate in that space. That's the essence of this dollar fund. So, and the minimum you can invest is $1,000, and then a multiple of $500. So if you are investing in the dollar fund, you can buy 1,000, 1,005, 2,000, 2,005 in that multiples of 500. So the essence of investing in dollar fund is firstly you are taking that opportunity or to actually hedge your investment or your assets against something we call market and currency risk. Currency risk and market risk. Example of currency risk and market risk are like inflation and devaluation. You don't have control over it. But once you're able to move part of your investment to the dollar-denominated currency, you have been able to hedge your investment against devaluation, and then as well the fluctuation in the market, because it's a fixed income fund as well. You are also protected for the inflation. So that is the reason why we're encouraging all our value customers to take advantage of this dollar fund. It's just 3 weeks and 4 days. So it has started today, and then we have been sending out mails. Our commitment forms we've sent out commitment forms, our teasers as well, and then the prospectus as well has also been sent together with those documents. Go through that prospectus, read it. Also look at the commitment form and then indicate your interest. The higher you subscribe to this dollar fund, the greater for you in terms of getting return. Because if you invest in dollar fund, apart from those factors I've talked about, the currency risk and the currency risk and the market risk, you are also going to be better off. You are going to stand a better chance than somebody who just keep dollar in a dorm account. If you keep your dollar or your currency in a domiciliary account, you cannot stand a better chance like somebody who has actually invested in a lead dollar fund, because the coupon that is coming on the dollar fund is twice in a year. That's why we call it a semi-annual. You get one at the end of 6 months, and the other will also come at the end of another 6 months. And it means by the time the coupon or the return is coming, it's also coming into your account in the dollar denominated currency, which is a dollar. So if it's 10%, if it's 8%, you are going to get those returns that they are going to settle in your domiciliary account, and then you can also convert it, you can also reinvest. So we don't want you at Lead Capital PLC to miss this opportunity by investing in our dollar fund. Our relationship managers, their phone numbers are on the teasers. You can reach out to them if there's an area you think we need to provide more explanation or better information or they will be willing and available to clarify those areas. So thank you very much for encouraging you that our dollar fund has been launched officially today, and it is going to run for 3 weeks, 4 days. Please try as much as possible to take advantage of the dollar fund. We launched the fund because of our value customers. So please take advantage of the dollar fund to also diversify your assets, your investment. It gives the factor I talked about. Thank you very much. So the next to this dollar fund presentation is our weekly stock recommendation. As you have all know, Lead Capital PLC is a full-fledged financial service firm that is into equity trading or security trading. We are into asset management. We are also into investment banking. If you are also raising capital, we raise capital for listed companies or even subnationals. We also raise capital. And in the last, this company has been in operation for over 30 years. In the market, you can find out from people, Lead Capital in terms of track record. We have a very good track record. And from time to time, we will not disappoint you, our customers. But we are proud of you. You have been associating with us, and we are also proud to be associated with you. So on that note, our weekly stock recommendation, as we usually come out to also give you opportunity that is also available in the equities market. For today, we have a few stock under the coverage, and then our coverage has always been the banking, industrial. We also cover telecom for you. We also cover insurance, and we also cover the consumer sector as well. So the first we have on the list for this recommendation is Access Bank PLC. Access Bank PLC closed 17 naira 20 kobo on Friday. We still maintain our target price of 20 naira. We're encouraging you that it's also a good deal. It's a good buy for you. That's a buy recommendation. And the Guaranty Trust Bank also closed 38 naira on Friday. It's also a buy recommendation. In fact, we also got a good news from the GTB on Friday. They also released their interim dividends of 50 kobo. I think what they have been doing in the past has been 30 kobo. But if you look at their result, for the half-year result, they did very well, very impressive. And this is what I've been preaching before now, that you need to take opportunity, you need to key in. Because once the result hits the market, you say rally. Everybody wants to take a bite of the good thing. You see people trying to also demand for such stuff. And when demand is on the high side, of course, you push the price up. So JTB is also a good buy for you. We're also targeting 14 naira. So don't be left out. The next to that is United Bank for Africa. United Bank for Africa also closed 14 naira 90 kobo on Friday. We're also targeting 17 naira. It's also a good buy in our recommendation. And the Zenith Bank PLC as well. It closed 34 naira 40 kobo on Friday. Our target is 38 naira. It's also part of our buy recommendation. Don't be left out as well. Take position. Flamin Nigerian PLC, it's under consumer sector. It closed 32 naira 60 kobo. It's also a buy recommendation. We are targeting 36 naira, and then their result has been released for the final year. I think they also declared 2 naira 25 kobo. That's also a good return on your investment. So that's for the flour mill. And next to that is also Nestle. Nestle Nigerian PLC also closed 1,110, and then we are also targeting 1,500. It's also a buy recommendation. West African Portland Cement is one of the best among the 3 listed cement companies we have in our market. We have Dangote Cement. We also have the Boa Cement of this world. So West African Portland Cement is a company we are also proud when it comes to recommendation. So we are also recommending West African Portland Cement, known as WAPCO, as our buy recommendation. It closed 29 naira 75 kobo on Friday, and then we are also encouraging you to also take position. We are also targeting 35 naira based on valuation metrics. And then next to that is ICO PLC, ICO Insurance PLC. Though you will see this as a penny stock, but we are not only recommending highly capitalized stock as well. When we look at the valuation around companies that are middle securities or stock, we also encourage you, also advise you to buy. ICO Insurance closed 67 kobo on Friday, and then we're also targeting 80 kobo. It's also a buy recommendation. That is if you have passion or you have preference to insurance company. Next to that is Custodian Investment PLC. It also closed 7 naira 50 kobo on Friday. We're also targeting 8 naira 80 kobo. They are not only into insurance, they're into pension, they're into asset management, and they are into other businesses. And this is a company that has also is also known in that industry. And in terms of track record, they are also known as one of the reputable insurance company in Nigeria. So we are also recommending them for you as a buy recommendation. Next to that is United Capital PLC. It's also UCAP, also closed 15 naira on Friday, and our target is 16 naira 60 kobo. It's not a buy recommendation. We also have the telecom giant MTN Nigerian PLC. It's also close to naira 75 kobo, 274 naira 40 kobo on Friday. We're also targeting 300 naira. It's also a buy recommendation. Next to that is a May and Baker. That's also pharmaceutical. So the pharmaceutical company May and Baker also closed 4 naira 85 kobo on Friday, and we're also targeting 6 naira 50 kobo. Of course, you and I know that May and Baker is one of the also reputable pharmaceutical company apart from Kitson. The company is also growing. We've seen their products line, and we've also seen their performance, what they have been doing in the years past. So it's also a good recommendation to buy. So the next to that is we've talked about the buy recommendation. So we also have some stock that we're also encouraging you that you have to hold, because the recommendation is not only based on buy alone. So we also have Dangote Sugar. Dangote Sugar closed 60 naira 50 kobo on Friday, but we are putting Dangote Sugar on hold because we got the news about the merger. The merger of Dangote Sugar with Nascon Nigerian PLC and then with Dangote Rice. The transaction is ongoing, and we can't be asking people now that is information is in the public domain. They have written to the regulator, the SEC, and then they are giving them the tentative approval to commence that transaction in terms of merger. So if you have a unit, the structure of that merger is as follows. If you have 11 units, if you have 12 units of Dangote Nascon PLC, that qualifies you to have 11 units of Dangote Sugar. And if you have 1 unit of Dangote Rice Limited, that will also give you 14 units of Dangote Sugar. So at the end of that exercise, there is possibility that Dangote Sugar is likely to be listed as Dangote Food, just like what happened in Boa Food. So for now, both Dangote Sugar and Nascon Allied Companies PLC, we are recommending that you should put it on hold. We need to monitor activities and invest as those things are unfolding regarding the merger of Dangote Sugar, Nascon Allied Company, and Dangote Rice. Let's see what the new valuation will look like, and then we can also advise you. That does not mean that you cannot take opportunity. For those who have also made supernormal profit, supernormal gain as well, you can also cash out and reinvest in another fundamentally sound stock. While the Stanbic IBTC, we are still maintaining our position on sell because we still believe that it's still overpriced. Our valuation is around 15 naira. Now, Stanbic IBTC closed 64 naira 50 kobo. So we are also recommending sell. While lastly, we are also recommending Total Energy Marketing PLC as also sell recommendation, where our valuation is around 350 naira, but the stock also closed 385 naira on Friday. And we also observed that in the last 2-3 weeks of transaction of the trading section, Total PLC has maintained this price of 385. So to us, it's a sell recommendation. So if you look at this recommendation, it works across pharmaceutical, across industrial, across consumer, across insurance, across banking, and even telecom. It's about almost 6 sectors. So if you have preference for a specific sector, I think you can choose from various sectors that we have put in this slide. So we're encouraging you that at every point in time there's opportunity in the market. The market is like a circle, just as we used to encourage. But once you follow our lead recommendation, we are not saying we are 100% perfect because we also work on data, we also work on information. But to the best of our knowledge, we believe that our guidance and our advice will also assist your investment decision. At the end of the day, you'll be better off than those who have not listened to our advice and our recommendation. So we want to thank you for following up with us on our various channels, on our LinkedIn, on our YouTube. So this is where we're going to end this presentation. So we wish you a wonderful, happy new week. Thank you very much for listening. Bye bye.